My son was murdered by fentanyl poisoning at the age of 39. He was gave what he thought was a pain pill by a friend for the pain in his hand, and the report said it was pure fentanyl. He came in, he was working out of town, and he came in for the weekend, and I got up that morning, and we were going to go out to breakfast, and I thought he was in the bathroom, and I waited and I waited and I waited. So finally I told my husband, something's wrong, break open the door. And he got the door unlocked, and I went in there, and he was on the floor just dead. He had been gone for hours. And I screamed for my husband to call 911. And I don't know how long he'd been gone. He was already stiff and blue, but back then, that was back in 2016, we hadn't even heard of fentanyl. It just wasn't, I don't think it probably was around, but we didn't know anything about it. And it just totally destroyed me. I mean, just destroyed me. I just can't get over it. It's been 9 years, and it's just every day is like the first day. I mean, he was my baby. I have one boy and one girl.
He was a really great guy, and I just wish so many people could have met him, because he was a character. I'm telling you, he was something else. But he played Russian roulette, and he lost.
I just can't seem to get over it at all. And then 7 months later, we lost my nephew from the same thing. He was a good boy, a little mischievous, but basically he was a good child. He was very smart in school, very talented in art, very talented. He did tattoos, and he just really had a good heart, tough exterior, but like a little teddy bear. That's what I used to call him, my little teddy bear. But very kind, very funny. He just could walk in a room and make everybody laugh. I mean, he was just comical. And I didn't meet anybody that didn't like him. They seemed to really love him.
He was tattooed. He did his own tattoos. He was an artist when it come to doing tattoos and his own tattoos. He was the rough exterior guy, but when you got to know him, he was like a soft teddy bear inside. And he loved my mom more than anything, and me. He would do anything to protect me and my mom.
Now, he wasn't perfect. I'm not going to say he was, but he was perfect for me. I mean, I loved him dearly, and he just brightened my life. It seemed like when he left, the sunshine left out of my life and the joy, other than for my daughter. But he was a good child. He got into stuff like a typical boy. He had his little scrapes and, fights and stuff like that. Him and his sister used to fight all the time. But yeah, he was a typical boy, and I wouldn't have took nothing for him. And if I had it to do over again, I would do it again, even with all the pain that I've went through. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
I don't think people know how strong fentanyl is. I think that they believe that it's not going to be them. And I think my brother thought that would never happen to him. And obviously it did. He got something from someone one night. He suffered from back pain and other injuries. And he had went into the restroom. My mom heard him go into the bathroom early wee hours of the morning. He had stayed up till 1 a.m. talking with my stepdad. He seemed to be okay. And then my mom doesn't hear him come out, and the door was locked, and she had to be the one to find him.
He got into drugs for a little while. Well, actually, off and on in his later years, but he had actually got off the drugs and was doing really good when he started this job. And he was doing real good. And he had some nerve damage in his hand. And he was really hurting that night. So somebody said, "Here, I have a pain pill." Because he told me that night, he goes, "A friend of mine gave me something for the pain in my hand." I said, "Well, just be careful." And he thought it was a Percocet. And he said, "Well, I'm going to take it before I go to bed so I can get some sleep." So I'm assuming that he might have took it, and went to the bathroom and been in there all night long for all I know, because we have 2 bathrooms in our house. But it was just horrible. And I kept begging for the police to get him off that floor, but they said they couldn't do nothing till the coroner got there. So it was like a couple of hours before the coroner got there. It was just terrible. And they made us go outside. So his funeral, I don't remember much of it. I was just like in shock, and it was just the worst time of my life, just a big dark hole in it.
It hurts me that I lost my brother to the core, even though it's been some years, but he's in my heart every day. And when he passed, he took a piece of my mom got taken away. So I have the other half of her heart. And I just think that, I just want people to listen and be aware, because it is no joke. Overdose, taking drugs off the street, even prescription drugs. If you abuse it, you're going to lose it. You're not going to have no life. You're going to play Russian roulette with your life. And unfortunately, my brother played Russian roulette and he lost. So I just hope that a lot of people can understand that if you have an addiction or a disease, there is help out there. There's help, whether it's rehab. If you can't kick the withdrawals and you don't think you can do it, get on Suboxone, take methadone. At least it's safe. It'll give you a better quality of life. Because when you get on the fentanyl, heroin, pain pill habit, that's money that you're spending that you don't have. It'll make you do things that you don't want to do or do not think you would ever do in your life to get that drug every day.
No investigation. They didn't investigate nothing, actually. There's no justice for my son, and there probably never will be. We don't know who gave it to him. And none of his friends will say, "I asked." So that's just... But then, like I said, back then, nothing was really known about fentanyl. Not like it is nowadays. I mean, nowadays there's quite a bit of information out there, but not for the younger kids. I mean, they're still dying left and right. I mean, we just need so much more out there and so much more awareness. I can't believe we're still losing children left and right. It's just a shame. A whole generation gone.
The person that did this to him never got caught, and I wish we could have proved it and made that person accountable for their actions, whether they got it from someone else. And that's the whole thing about the addiction and the fentanyl, and not doing something that you get straight from the pharmacy in your name. You're just playing Russian roulette with your life. And I just wish a lot of these younger kids would just realize that in all actuality, because it's sad the number of people we're losing. I lost a cousin. I lost my brother, and I almost lost my daughter. We had to Narcan her. Usually when she was doing it, she said she took a Xanax and she was like nodding off, and I would make her eat and I would keep, waking her up. And she's like, and the last time, I guess she really got something that was strong, and she was at my house at the time, and I said, Narcan her. She's not even waking up telling us she's eating. We Narcaned her, and she's like, usually I hear you guys. She's like, but this night I was checking out. She's like, I didn't even hear y'all. I couldn't respond. Usually I can hear y'all and respond and nod back off. And we Narcaned her. We didn't care. We just Narcaned her, and she threw up. She was freezing, and she has not touched it since. So that was a good life lesson for her, and I'm so happy because she's 32 years old, and I love her with everything I have.
I'm taking it one day at a time. I have good days and I have really bad days. It's just something you never get over. You just don't get over. I mean, I miss him every second of every day, but I try to go on and do the best I can.
When you get something that's not prescribed to you, like my brother did, it can end up in that type of result. You may do one time and nothing happen, but that's the game of Russian roulette that you're playing with your life.
Now there's more awareness, but it seems like nobody's listening. I mean, there's still not enough awareness. We need to have more education in the schools because it seems like it's getting the younger children now. And I just think that we need to just up the education and make it. I seen an advertisement on TV the other night, so that's going to bring a lot of awareness, I think, for people. But my life just hasn't been the same. I'm just not the same person. I think a little bit of me died. I think a lot of me died. But it was just so sudden. I mean, I seen him that night. We were going to go to breakfast, and then my life changed forever. Just forever.